Okay, so hi folks, today we are going to try two things first time. One is we're going to try and navigate on a run with Garmin watch. I'm going to use the Garmin 645 music and see whether or not we get lost or not. And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to try and find a nice little 7k run around the Oxford Science Park. I'm going to post that for people who work there and maybe fancy it. We're going to let you know what it's like and any tips for doing that run. And yeah, we'll check back in at the end of the run and see how we go. And one more thing, we're going to post the link to the run at the bottom of the video, and you can follow it if you like, and we will put further updates in the same place, so keep watching. So Joe's running with her Garmin 645 music. First time ever trying to follow his navigation. So we're now going back in the correct direction, having realised that plastic exam that we're not actually following the minute breadcrumb trail on the watch. Well, we thought we were. We were heading the opposite way around, so we've now turned back. We're going to go back and try and find it. So eventually you get to the lock. If your Garmin has worked out okay, as did eventually, and then you go across the lock, and then you pick up National Cycle Route, I think it is, although it's certainly the tow path, down the river and head towards the city. Quite nice. Did go over a couple of bridges by the looks of it. Pretty nice. Yeah. Joe is wearing her Salomon Speed Crosses. It's definitely the right shoes for this time of year. Okay, so this bit is very boggy and you're going to get wet feet at the moment. And it's incredibly warm as well. So I think Joe is wearing the right gear for today. Finally, we're on smooth tarmac, no more mud. So this is the main road. We joined the cycle path. With any luck, the Garmin is going to tell us to take a sharp left any minute. Want to be careful doing this in the dark. You see the National Cycle Route sign and a hook up here. And then you can either up the steps or up north. And then we're going to run. This is down towards Sainsbury's, you can call that up. Cycle path. Then we go through a subway under to Liverpool. We're left here at the church, and then we're going to look out for St Nicholas Road, where we go right, which is going back down towards. Then you run under the railway tunnel, and just down here we're going to take a right turn, and you can see in the background is the Science Park buildings and stuff. So almost back. So that was our first run around the Science Park, and Joe's first run following her Garmin. And marked out 10 for the Garmin.
For the guide.
Marks out 10 for the guide, probably less good to 6 out of 10. That's bad. That gives me something to work on. And we might try finding another route that's a little bit less muddy for people who don't have salmon sweet crosses and for the winter months, and we'll post that on here soon. So how did we get on? Well, the Garmin was pretty good actually. You have to watch out the prompts. We went the wrong way actually right at the beginning of our run, and it took us a short while to figure out we're going the wrong way because you're following this tiny little breadcrumb trail on the screen, and if you know that watch and know the screen, it's pretty good, but it's pretty small and it's pretty hard to know if you're going on the right route. So yeah, so pretty good. So pretty good if you want to go for a lunchtime run, you want to follow a new route. The route that we followed, we're going to put a link to on the video, below the video. It's about 7k, just a little bit more, and it starts out at Oxford Science Park. It follows the Thames, which is really nice, and it comes back through the housing. One thing is it's pretty muddy at the moment. Joe had her cross trainers on, as I said in the video, which was perfect because it was really slippy. I was wearing my road shoes and I was skating all over the place. And we both got wet feet. So if you don't want wet feet, then it's not a good route at the moment. And better way would be to come from the Sanford Lock and come down to the National Cycle route and pick that up, which is all lovely smooth tarmac. So we're going to try and run that one next, and we'll post that route as an alternative. I expect that's a little bit longer, but you get the bonus of dry feet. And I suppose the only other thing to say, we've run this today in January, and it's been pretty cold recently, so I was wearing my windstopper top and I was absolutely cooking hot and way too hot. And Joe was wearing Duster t-shirt, and that was more than adequate. So if you're doing the run at the moment, probably just some long running tights and a t-shirt or a long sleeve light top. It's perfect. Anything more than that, you'll be way too hot, like I was. And if you do that run, yeah, get some nice grippy shoes on, and you will be fine.
Headlong spinning round and round, faster, faster. You don't know if you're going down or getting higher. The bubbles start to feel like a dream.